This is the great-grandson's Lionel O-scale layout from a couple, we think, Boone, a couple Christmases ago, maybe 2 Christmases ago?
Yeah.
From a couple Christmases ago. Anyways, they were always talking about a tunnel. They'd like the train to go through a tunnel. They used to, before I got those two portals, which I've had for a while, they used to hold their arms over the track to go under their arm. Anyway, they were like much small. They were like not 2.5 years old, maybe 3 years old. Anyways, they called it a tungle back then too. Anyways, I'm about to upgrade this board. This is a 48 by 7 foot by 84-inch board, piece of 2-inch extruded foam. Anyways, I'm going to put it on a foot longer one, a 4 by 8, and do the tunnel on one end. Anyways, I got another train set too. Let me bring this around. The boys have fun running this. Even little Finley, who's not even 2 years old yet, he runs the heck out of it and goes, "Oh wow!" Anyways, show you the next update in a second. I'm back, and this is going to be the new one. Back up a little bit here without tripping on my flip-flops. Anyways, it's just in my room here to work on it. I'll get it put back in the other room, and once I get that train off of there, I'm going to use that foam board on the other end to build the tunnel. This is the layout that I did on, I can't remember what the program I used, AccuRail or whatever it was. Anyways, that green part is going to be the tunnel. The structures, they're just popped in there from some stuff that I found in the rail program. I don't know that that'll really be what they are, but I just got some more track. This is just kind of set up temporarily right now. I'm getting ready to put a base on it to stiffen it up because it's going to sit on a couple of small places. Anyway, I just built this at work today. Not at work, I was the day off, but I went there to do it because it only took me a half hour to do this, cut it and put it together. And if I'd have done it here with the handsaw and the other stuff, it probably would have taken me a couple hours. Anyways, this is the other train. I'm going to plug it in. I'll be back. All right, here's the new one. Just temporarily, I'm going to get ready to take all this stuff off this board and flip it over and use some adhesive, foam board adhesive, to glue that base down on there to stiffen this board up so it's not wiggly. It's on a couple of plastic sawhorses right now, but that board will stiffen it up. I'll work on it in here and do the tunnel, which is going to be on this end. The track will be back a little further to me. That's the track plan. There's some of the stuff. There's the other switch, some bumpers, some other track. And of course I'll be using a bunch of the track that's out there to do this too. It's going to be 2 trains running for the kids. They'll have a ball, I'm sure. Anyways, you know what? There's an app. I got the app for the phone with this, but right now I'm running it with the Lionel controller. What I like about the app, though, is I can slow it down because Finley likes to crank that thing wide open, and I think wide open under this condition would be too fast and it could come off, could derail. Anyways, in the app you can actually slow it down, and he knows about the iPhone. He may only be 22 months old, but he knows what to do. So I'll kind of limit him by setting it so it would only go at a certain speed. Matter of fact, I've already done that last night. Anyway, I'm going to be posting videos as I work on this a little bit. It ain't going to be too complicated. Mountain's going to be simple. I'm not putting nothing down except maybe paint the board green so it'll look actually the same green as this table because I got a bunch left. I don't think I'll put any grass and stuff down. Maybe later, we'll see. Anyway, it's going to be simple and a good time for the great grand. Thanks for watching. Okay, another phase. Got the board frame, the 1x3 frame underneath there all glued up real good. Definitely did a great job stiffening up even that 2-inch styrofoam. Got both trains. Had to go buy 2 pieces of track because I must have miscalculated 2 10-inch pieces. Right about where that box car is right there. Anyways, I got the portals glued down where they go. Make sure they clear that work train's crane. And I got the back wall of the tunnel adhesive down, and I'll be working on that tunnel area. Ain't going to be fancy, but I'm going to see what I can do. I guess I'll do a little carving practice. Nothing fancy, though. This ain't the Rocky Mountains. It's just a tunnel for the great-grandkids. Anyways, I will move on to the next shortly. Okay, so anyway, it's been a couple weeks since the last segment I did, but which will all be joined together in one video, of course. But anyway, when I first glued up those styrofoam things and carved out for, you know, what I was going to do, I was kind of a little disappointed because it was about up to here, and it was just so blackish looking. And, you know, I never did this before. My father-in-law from years and years ago, he carved a mountain out of styrofoam when he was a bricklayer, and oh God, it was probably 69 or 70. Anyways, wishing he was here to help me out. But anyway, I added these blocks on the top last week or a little bit, and then I started kind of doing some stuff. I looked at videos on you know, like Steve Brown was working with some stuff like a hot knife kind of. I looked at videos on the hot wire factory stuff. Wasn't sure about foam being carved by some of these stuff. You know, the more expensive ones, of course, with more power, the router, things like that. I don't know. Anyways, I bought this Cobalt. Came with 2 different blades. I don't know, one was maybe 20 some teeth per inch, and I'm not sure what this one is, but anyways, it seems to be, I'm a little happier now because I've been kind of playing with it since yesterday. Just did a couple little areas. Of course, I got some fill to do, and a little more shaping, but it's starting to take shape. I mean, when Michelangelo did his statues, or whoever did those, took them a while. I mean, they were carving marble or something. Could you imagine? Whew. Anyway, working on it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now for the final segment of the video that I'm going to post about the great-grandson's upgraded Lionel. I ain't finished yet, but last segment was just that big block of styrofoam that was the tunnel. And anyways, I used a couple of techniques that I saw even a couple years ago about carving styrofoam, making it look a little rocky. Anyways, it ain't perfect and it's not supposed to be. This is for little kids, but of course I had a ball building this thing, and I still got a lot to do. I got to put structures down. I painted the table green. I'll get some structures in here someday, but it's not going to be fancy. It's for the kids. You know, it's to play with. Anyway, got 2 trains, of course. And here is the work that I did on the tunnel. Kind of chipped away at it. Took me a while. It's been a couple weeks since I made that other segment. Worked on it on and off. Painted the tunnel portals with kind of a lighter gray, and threw some brown paint on the mountain where it's chipped away, and threw some gray wash down, and then kind of dry brushed it with white. Maybe I thought it might look like snow, but you know what? I'm tickled with it because I ain't no artist. Anyway, I'm loving it. They're going to love it. They've already run it. They saw it. They liked it. I haven't seen it since I painted the table. I did that last night, just had the track up. This is the Lion Chief, or whatever you call it, the app. Yeah. Anyways, I love it because you can go in and like you can limit how quick the kids can run the trains. Anyways, I put it in here about medium, and no problem with it coming off the track because, whoops, reverse. There we go. Now I got it cranked full speed, but you can see it's only up to that blue, so it ain't gonna go flying off the track. But like I said, if I want, I can kick her down a little bit so the kids don't go bananas, because that construction train really gets on a roll compared to the original steam train. Oops. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's supposed to be off. Yes, please. I don't know what I'm doing here. I got too many things. Remotes. Anyway, this is got a little problem with this Santa's helper engine there. One of the wheels is out of sync a little bit, like the wheel is stripped off the spline. I've been trying to get a hold of Lionel or somebody. I sent like 3 or 4 emails trying to find a replacement wheel set. Lionel says not available. It runs backwards pretty good, but it's a little wobbly. But you know what? It's good to go. Anyway, this is it. And oh, that wall section on the bottom of the bridge is some Cheech stuff that I put on there. I'm happy about that. And the kids love seeing it go in one tunnel and portal and come out the other. Grandson Eli, a couple days ago, he stood over at that other tunnel portal and watched that thing come out for about 10 minutes. Anyways, thanks for watching, and more to come later with this Lionel layout once I get it moved into the other room and some other stuff.